AL-Shaer, Associated Professor in Management, and appointed as Assistant Professor in Business School in Faisal University. This is my first year in the kingdom. I have been asked to deliver such a workshop. I'm pretty sure I'm not the best person that can do that, but I will do my best, inshallah. I know you may be angry or upset to cut your annual vacation to attend such a workshop, but feel free. I'm in the same ship. I cut it and ways to deliver it. The title of that workshop is Developing the Entrepreneurial Mindset of Students, Entrepreneurs, and Innovation. Try to make new friends and wider your chain of connection. Take this opportunity to get some new friends. To make it easier, you can find a blank piece of paper in front of you. Just fold it like that. And write down your name and put it behind you. Just like that. Okay, fold it 3 sections. First one is very small, and then 2 halves. Write down your name and put it behind you. Just remember the names around you. You'll need it to make some exercise. Fold it a very small piece, and then 2 halves. And write down your name and put it maybe behind you. Okay, I wish the time will run quickly. I got some checklist. Please feel free to cooperate, interact, and participate, and you'll get it, inshallah. Okay, I'll start with a familiar story. It's the pencil parable. Please read it with me. In the beginning, the pencil maker spoke to the pencil, saying, "There are 5 things you need to know before I send you out into the world. Always remember them and you'll be the best pencil you can be. First, you'll be able to do many great things, but only if you allow yourself to be held in someone's hand. Second, you will experience a painful sharpening from time to time, but this is required if you are to become a better pencil. Third, you have the ability to correct any mistakes you might make. Fourth, the most important part of you will always what's inside. Fifth, no matter what the condition, you must continue to write. You must always leave a clear, legible mark, no matter how difficult the situation." The pencil understood, promising to remember, and went into the box fully understanding its maker purpose. Now, replacing the place of the pencil with you, always remember them and you never forget, and you will become the best person you can be. 1, you will be able to do many great things. Just allow others to access you for the many gifts you have. 2, you will experience a painful sharpening from time to time by going through them, but you will need it to become a strong person. 3, you will be able to correct any mistakes you might make, or even grow through them. 4, the most important of you will always be what's inside. And 5, on every surface you walk, just remember the maker purpose, and you will leave your mark. Everyone is like a pencil, unique and special. You will accomplish a great things, inshallah. Just remember the maker purpose, your Allah made you for something. Returning to our topic, changing a normal student mindset to be an entrepreneurial mindset is just like transferring a caterpillar to be a butterfly. It's a very complicated process, but the output is amazing. Watch that short video. It's a very complicated process, but the output, the result is amazing. Transferring our normal student mindset to be an entrepreneur is just like that process. It's time consuming, take a lot of effort, but again, the result is amazing. Okay, the transformation process may take 5 main steps. Identifying the goal, we need an entrepreneurial mindset. May takes 5 main steps. The first step is to identify the goal. Our goal is to transfer our student mindset to be an entrepreneurial mindset. Second, analyze the current situation, which type of students you have in your classroom. The third step aims to understanding their personality. The fourth, trying to explain, predict, and make control their behavior. And finally, motivating them to be an entrepreneur. Okay, again, it may take 5 main steps. Identifying the goal, analyze the current situation, what type of students you have in your classroom, understanding their personality, explain, predict, change, and control their behavior by changing their perception, and finally motivating them. If the distance between the first 2 steps is far away, it's a very big problem. Our goal is to get an entrepreneurial mindset, but what is the current situation? Watch that short video that may describe the current situation in your classroom. And please identify which type of students you might have. Replacing the performer with you as the professor, replacing the follower as the students, and the card at the university or the classroom. Replacing the performer with you as a professor. Like to leave the classroom. And the followers as the students. I think it's a good one. Troublemaker. The most destructive one. It's your responsibility to make them success or fail. Again, I think, and I'm pretty sure that you as a professor is responsible to make your students success or fail. You are responsible to change their mindset. You can do that. Okay. To open the discussion, just an open question. What comes first, theory or data? You may be familiar with this type of question as a researcher. What comes first? A theory or a data? Yeah.
According to traditional sciences,
Yeah. Theory comes first.
according to the qualitative approach, it's data. So it depends on
The topic.
no, it depends on the paradigm, the scientific paradigm.
Uh-huh.
If it is quantitative, traditional, is of course theory.
Mhm.
If it is qualitative,
Mhm.
or what we call
Perfect.
science, it's data.
Okay.
Deduction, it's theory.
And
Induction,
okay.
it's data.
Okay.
I think the data comes first
Uh-huh.
because it's the reality.
Yeah.
So
And reality exists. We'll try to discover it.
So we try to fit half the data to half the theory,
Uh-huh.
not the vice versa. So we
Okay.
have data, find the model, the theory,
And then test it.
at this stage, find the right theory and that's the data.
Okay.
Again, it's a closed loop. When the data is like an observation,
Mhm.
then definitely apple is falling down
Mhm.
and someone is having an observation. So data is there, right?
Yeah.
And then comes the theory which we
Uh-huh.
have to study now, gravitational laws, right?
Yeah.
So if it is observation in terms of data, then yes, it comes first because it is concrete, sunrise from the east, and it is a data, right?
Uh-huh.
Observation. But if it is like, as you were saying about the qualitative and quantitative, so every field has a different set of experiments sort of thing. So sometimes a theory comes and then we have to generate a data from that. And
Mhm.
sometimes we have data and we establish a theory and it is in the loop.
Mhm.
We
Perfect.
revise the theory, we do experiments, come back to the data and then go back to the
It's a
revised
loop.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a closed
It's a
loop.
loop, a closed loop. Yeah.
Theory is already exists, okay? But
Can you speak on that?
yeah, yes, I think theory is already exists in every science,
Yeah.
okay? But within data, we have experiments. We can add to the theory. We can, expand it.
Uh-huh.
We can improve it
Yeah.
according to the data.
Okay.
Data that we have.
So falsify the theory or test it to verify it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it can be extended according to the data that we have.
Okay. Can I ask the question another way? What is theory? What is a theory? What's the meaning of a theory?
Theory is a testable statement.
Yeah.
It's a testable statement. It's something to be tested against data.
Okay. Can anyone justify it more? Yeah.
It's just a way to explain the phenomenon.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, and how it occurs, how it would develop, and how it would result in.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a sort of a tentative explanation and supposition of your hypothesis.
Yeah. Okay.
It,
So
doesn't
it
have
may
to be
relate
conformed.
some concepts to each other, in some ways, dependent, moderating. This conceptual framework might explain a theory. I'll ask it in another way. Can the theory expect the future?
Yes.
You have prediction.
Yeah? Can theory predict the future? If you have an historical pattern, you can complete my words 2, 4, 6, 8. The common number is 10 because I have a historical pattern. Okay. The idea is loading the mind of our students with theories only, without practicing it in the field, doesn't work to make a good person in the real world. Because according to the forgetting curve, immediately, or maybe after 20 minutes, the students will forget around 50% of these theories. And by the end of the day, they will retain only 25%. One way to overcome this big problem is to practice the theory. Make the classroom active classroom. Open discussion, critical thinking, group exercise, presentation. And again, a critical thinking. Try to test the theory in the classroom. The student, believe me, the student will forget everything. He will retain maybe 25% or lower. Okay. This is the point. Another question to open the discussion again. If a young wolf, this one will still drink milk, raised within some sheep, when grow up, will be a sheep or a wolf? Support your answer. He will act like sheep,
by instinct.
yeah, or will be a wolf. In other words, he will die hungry, he will eat grass, he will eat sheep.
No, he will behave as sheep, but he will act as a sheep, but behave as a wolf.
And so he will eat them,
Yes.
or will die hungry.
No, he will eat them.
No.
I think you would eat what's they eat sheep.
Will eat them. We agree?
No.
No?
I think it will act like them,
Mhm.
but it doesn't look like them.
Yeah, I know, but he will act like sheep, so he will die hungry, or will eat grass like sheep.
I think so.
You think so? Okay. One explanation of personality is the genetic effect. Genes comes from the father to the son. You can see that in our real world. The son is acting like his father, walking, eating, sleeping, smiling, even the physical shape. This is the effect of genes. But Allah is fair now. You have a brain, and if you would like to change your behavior, you can do that. But people are not sheep. However, some scholars argue that people acting like sheep. See that video?
So what's your comment about this thing? That the wolf staying with the sheep. Like the
Okay,
sheep or
I'll need it to explain personality later. Okay. Again, some scholars argue that people acting like sheep. National Geographic video there. Okay. The sound. Where is the sound?
Everyone else in this room is working for us.
I'll be with you in just a couple minutes.
Today we're running an experiment on social conformity, and the test starts now. Did you hear that?
Sorry, Joseph. This video explains how others can affect you.
These people sure did. It doesn't take long for our test subject to notice a pattern. Beep means stand up. But why? And if you were in her shoes, what would you do the next time the tone sounds? While you might think you make your decisions all on your own, when it comes to peer pressure, all too often, your brain is just following the crowd. It's all around you, every day. An invisible force you're probably not even aware of. It affects what you do, how you think, and who you are. It's called social conformity, or peer pressure. And while it might not sound like a good thing, it's actually not so bad. The truth is, your brain craves synchronicity and takes comfort in the ease and efficiency of just going with the flow. And whether it's simply knowing what to wear in the morning, supporting your team at the big game, or even marching off to war, we're all programmed to be part of the group. And that's because your brain knows that there's power in numbers. We set up a hidden camera experiment to see if this woman would stand up at the sound of this tone. Simply because everyone else is. You might be thinking you'd never go along with this. Or would you? After just 3 beeps, and without knowing why she's doing it, this woman is now conforming perfectly to the group. But what happens if we take the group away?
Elaine, please.
She's alone now.
Now she's alone. The crowd is gone, and nobody is watching her, except our hidden cameras. What do you think she'll do? She's now conforming to the rules of the group without them even being there. Now, watch what happens when we introduce another outsider who doesn't know the rules.
It's a newcomer.
Have a seat, and they'll be out in just a couple minutes. Thanks so much.
Think she'll teach the new guy what to do?
He did.
We kept the cameras rolling as more unsuspecting patients arrived. And slowly but surely, what began as a random rule for this woman has now become the social norm for everyone in this waiting room. Here to explain what's going on in their brains is Jonah Berger of the University of Pennsylvania.
This sort of internalized form of herd behavior is part of what we call
So some authors and scholars experiment that people may act like sheep. This is a effect of a lot of people on one people. However, one people at weight can affect a lot of people. You can see the short video. It's a very quick video.
Now, as much as you might think of yourself as a unique individual,
A or B for most of these. Help us prime the pump a little by starting the line.
Start a line and a grid line.
Would the sight of just one person be enough to get you to join? What do you think other people will do? Will anyone actually get in line?
What's going on?
I was told to come in line, so I'm not sure, yeah.
I've been told only to.
Oh no, she didn't take the bait. As the minutes tick by, people are curious, but cautious. It looks like no one is going to join the line.
What's up, man?
How about these two?
I don't know what it's for. I think it could be something good, but...
The line's for
Yeah, I just saw a sign. Yeah, come on, you'll be second, third people. Good line.
Will they join the line even though they have no idea what they'd be waiting for? They're in. We've got them. And now that these two joined the line, the floodgates are open. People just can't resist joining in.
What is it?
Looks like it could be something fun.
Is it free?
It's free.
And the longer the line got,
we as human beings are social beings. We'd like to imitate and copy others. If you got only one entrepreneur, two entrepreneurs, maybe potential entrepreneur in your classroom, believe me, other students may copy them.